Even though I knew not to use too much dialogue, I still made that dumbass mistake in my first short film B1. There was this one scene where all of the clones just stand at a fixed position. They explain basically the plot, and that felt boring as fuck. The scene felt flat. I was just dumping information onto the audience's face, and I probably shouldn't have done that. That's when I knew that dialogue doesn't mean shit if it doesn't actually move the story. My name is Rahul and I've made 4 short films so far, and one of them even won the best short film award at my college. And I knew too much dialogue in a film could kill it if it's not done properly. And in this video I'll show you how to not use dialogue as a tool to explain shit in the film and how it would bore your audience. See, what most beginners do is that they treat dialogues as a PowerPoint presentation. Like the more you talk, the more information you give out about the plot, the people will be more interested, but that's where you're wrong. They want to experience the movie. If they wanted to watch someone talk, they would have probably watched some lecture on web development or something. So when does dialogues actually work? Is probably what you're thinking. See, dialogues are used to serve the story. It should either include revealing an emotion that's not on the screen or add tension to the character dynamics, especially in the state of conflict, like when two people are arguing. That's when dialogue matters. Like even in real life, when two people are fighting, the words that come outside of their mouth is probably a lot interesting because you don't know how it's going to turn out. Like they might slip, they might say some wrong things, and the problem could escalate really fast. And that's when dialogue is really important. Or it should push the plot forward and make it deeper, and that's not the same as explaining the plot unless it's tied to a character's conflict. See, what I do myself is actually test my short films if there were no dialogues. Like, would the short film still make sense if there were no dialogue? If yes, then I'm on the right path, and then add dialogues wherever necessary. Don't just ramble, don't just use dialogue as a means to let the audience know that this happened. My latest short films, Red Hands, has dialogue. It's dialogue driven. It's character driven story, but it hits. Like every single line that I used in the short film, it exposes pain. It reveals a deeper truth. If you're interested in watching the short film, the link will be in the description. I highly recommend you to watch it to understand this dialogue concept a bit more better. So every single dialogue in that short film either raises questions, it raises curiosity, like is he lying, is he saying the truth, or speaking certain words would change the power dynamics of the characters. Like in the short film, there's a guy speaking on the earpiece commanding what to do, or else he's going to kill the protagonist's brother, but the protagonist refuses. Those dialogue exchanges are much more interesting than to just explain the plot like I did in my first short film B1. So be conscious what you're making people sit through. Are you making people sit through a lecture or an explanation? Are you there to engage them with your story? So every once in a while, step away from your film and see it with a fresh new eyes. Does this scene drag? Does this scene bore the audience? If it bores you, then it probably bores your audience. Don't be a liar and say that your film is absolutely perfect. It never is. Be brutal with yourself. Does the dialogue feel necessary or it feels just like a filler? So dialogue is just a tool, not the entire toolbox. You don't have to use just the dialogue to tell a story, to let the audience understand. Show them visually. It's basically the concept of show, don't tell, but it really works. So watch your own shit like a stranger. If it feels boring, then fix it. If one or two dialogues would do the trick instead of making an entire scene about it, when that same scene would give out that same emotion even if the dialogue was said, then just say the dialogue. Like I'm not saying not to use dialogue, I'm saying not to use too much dialogue. There's a difference. I hope you understand what I meant, and I hope that your scripts are slightly better after watching this video. If you want a feedback on your script or your film, or you just want to get better as a filmmaker, then I've made a free school community for people just like you. It'll be the top link in the description. Go join it, and I'll see you later.